Hello everyone, LRon here with part 3 of my Destiny 2 free trial run. So, looks like we are in a camp full of dead guardians. And so now we've got a arc weapon for a change. And it looks like we've got these dog things to fight. And the ghost has reminded me that, oh boy. Not only am I going to stay dead if I die, but also I have a very basic punch. I don't have magic flowing through my punches anymore. That's certainly a sad situation to be in. Looks like the guns will be the most powerful assets for the time being. Although I guess the ghost is still capable of, at the very least, stitching my wounds. I'll just need to keep 1 hit point or more. And this would have been a great time for me to fast forward if I was a little more trigger happy at this point. With that, and yeah, ship just passed by. I don't have enough context to know if that was a friendly or enemy one. But that bird, I decided I would take a couple pot shots, because why not? In theory, we could die of starvation now, so I'm gonna need some food, right? Well, I guess there's all those dogs. Well, in any case, looks like we're being ambushed. So we're going to punch some dogs in the face, shoot some hamsters in the head, and continue to do what we are trying to do, which I guess is survive. So I guess doing all that punching and shooting is in line with what we were trying to accomplish. Alright. It's funny, in the tutorial, these corpses stay forever, but they disintegrate instantly once you get into the real game. Probably since this is a private instance, yeah, it's very controlled, so the servers can bear a little more load for ragdolls and whatnot. Alright, so that jump looks doable. And that jump also looks doable, but they put an invisible wall and made it barely not doable. But that is a very, very doable jump under normal circumstances, even without my thrusters. So I certainly feel cheated whenever they do that kind of lame brain tactic. But then the owner of the bird has revealed themselves, and looks like I'm gonna get a free ride to safety. And now we get to look at Groot some more, and some blah blah blah, and then at the end of this we find out that he's got a prisoner that he will intend to interrogate. Alright, yes, I am Groot. Alright, so then we make our way to this place called the farm. It's basically like a city, has useful NPCs and whatnot. Looks like I get to keep the ship that I got to borrow, according to that little pop-up on the right-hand side. Alright, let's follow that red marker, I guess. We're gonna do some blah blah blah. Good to see another guardian, blah 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 blah. Oh, and a item, alright. Oh, ooh. We're allowed to go into the inventory while they're talking. That's actually one of the nice things about this game. Even on loading screens, you're allowed to go into your inventory and manage your junk. As far as I have seen, there's no way to sell anything, so everything's always just basically dismantling for parts. So when you get a item that you no longer want, you'll just basically melt it down into this blue stuff. And then we can use the blue stuff to buy things from other people. Alright. So now we are going to go through this wall and
I've been all over the
probably kill a bunch of stuff. Looks like I'm still not quite trigger happy on the speeding up random running just yet, although this is still technically tutorial, because that version of the farm was an instanced version. There would normally be a bunch of players hanging around at the farm, but because we were still kind of in tutorial-y mode, we're going to just have the place to ourselves until we do this one final quest. Then we will have the right to be fully integrated with other players. I guess at one spot with Zavala, the bubble shield guy, that was probably like a weird exception spot where they'll let people join up and help each other out, and then everything before and after that specific area was instanced out, because, you know, those people should have been basically alongside me the rest of the way, and probably, you know, leading up to it as well, but they only existed there, so probably some invisible dynamic zoning and instancing or something. And now we've got these guys that can be invisible with a little faint blue ghosty silhouette type deal. Okay, so we will continue running along here, and I believe we find a chest really soon. Yeah, I think it's coming up here. No, maybe next corner. There it is. Yeah, so we got ourselves a new weapon. So we had to swap out that damaged pistol with a rifle of some sorts. And okay. So we should be doing more damage now. From what I have noticed, the stats in the game are very oversimplified. So armor and weapons basically boil down to one magic number, which was that thing that went from a 10 to a 12 when I added that new weapon. So basically that's called the power level, which is basically a overall combat readiness rating. The higher that number is, the overall tougher things you're capable of fighting and having a chance at succeeding in fighting. And these enemies seem to be of a different faction than the ones that attacked us. Those ones were all, like, you know, very red, and these guys have like purples and blues. That's about all I have time for, so I will see you next video.